Prime Minister Modi is in the train. He was interacting with some of the school students in Katra. That visual has surfaced. Remember, for people of Jammu, for the students, let's try and dip in. And if there is a conversation audio as well there in this video. All right, so this is Srinagar. So we are constantly toggling between Jammu and Srinagar. Remember, it's one state, one union territory, and yet the rail route was only till Jammu, specifically Katra area, where the Mata Vaishno Devi Mandir is. People could go there, and if they want to go to Kashmir from Jammu, from Katra, they could take a train. That's the flag off visual. What a moment. 6 June 2025. Prime Minister Modi flags off the Vande Bharat Express. On one side, the visual from the Kashmir Valley and another from Jammu. Mr. Omar Abdullah. Connected via the states of India, and now from Katra, it heads into the Kashmir Valley. Kashmir via rail route integrated with rest of the country. A lot has happened in the past few years, but specifically in the past few weeks. This, in many ways, is a messaging after Pahalgam massacre that our political will, our administrative skills, people support will continue to come in to ensure peace and prosperity for all of Jammu Kashmir. Look at the pride and the smile on the face of Prime Minister Modi, realizing the kind of achievement this has been, interacting with the young students from schools in Jammu and Katra, who can now take a train journey as affordable as well. Piyush Mishra is on board the train that's heading now. It's the Vande Bharat Express heading to Srinagar, while Mir Farid is at the railway station in Srinagar. So these are the visuals coming in. Let's try and dip in to the audio from the video. So these are little school students who Prime Minister Modi is interacting with, some blessing, some interaction, of course, with the local pilots, with the engineers to help understand. And remember, for the local pilots as well, to be able to sit in this engine and first journey that will be embarked now toward Kashmir. I also see Dr. Jitendra Singh, who's a resident of Jammu, and of course, who's a minister in the government at the center. For him, as much, of course, a personal and a professional achievement. Therefore, you see him right next to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. That's Ramneet Singh. That's the visual from Kashmir Valley. So we are constantly showing you both. So one train leaves from Jammu region. 3 hours later, will enter into Srinagar. One train leaves from the Kashmir Valley, enters into the Jammu region. This is a long wait, ladies and gentlemen, for the people of the region, but as much about with regard to a certain political will of the country. It's been long in the making. Like I said, started with a proposal from Indira Gandhi's tenure, then P.V. Narasimha Rao's government sanctioning the project in '94, then 2002, work started to begin in Atal Bihari Vajpayee government. There was funding acquisition. Also speaks of the delay. This could have happened much earlier. It did not. Finally in 2025. Look at in the background. That's Jammu. The residents cheering with the tricolour, school students present, and the locals as well. You don't have to spend a bomb right now to be able to take a flight into Kashmir. But I can tell you it's very likely that the train is going to be packed, and it could be, your name could be in the waiting list for a while. There would be a lot of excitement to take this train. And I want to go back to Piyush. Piyush, so you're now looking through the Jammu region from the train. And I hope I'll be able to take this train journey very soon, because I have to say that, of course, while the visuals or when you land in Kashmir via the flight is beautiful, so is the road route as well, especially when you cross the Banihal tunnel. But to do it through a train journey, we all understand how special that moment can be, to be entering from Jammu into Kashmir and back and forth. It saves time. Like Farid has been saying, it's as much about tourism, because a lot of these trucks could get stuck at the tunnel or in Ramban or in the Kashmir Valley when they had to cross the tunnel, because there would just be a lot of inconvenience with regard to climate change, snowfall, security issues, and more. Now, possibly with the train journey, many of our entrepreneurs, those involved in business, especially with regard to fruits, vegetables, and more, will be able to have a smooth journey. But I have to remind and reiterate, it's all good to talk about the achievements, the happiness, and the joy, but it's after all Jammu Kashmir, where recently, barely about 2 months ago, and a few days ago, we have seen the Pahalgam massacre on 22nd April. And therefore, while this resilience looks all good, the agencies, the security establishment will have to be on toes all the time, because this is something Pakistan-sponsored terrorists will not like. This integration, this peace and prosperity coming to J&K. And therefore, it will be as much, if it's an all-weather rail route, it will have to be a 24/7 security zone as much, with regard to the bridge maintenance, with regard to the safety of the passengers. So that's the first visual of the screen from inside the Vande Bharat. Looks comfortable, I must say. And because it's a 3-hour journey, there's a reason that it's, you can see that this is a seat train that doesn't really need, possibly if I'm correct, doesn't have the sleeper seats, at least in this specific train. But could there be, of course, more railway services that could add in? And Piyush Mishra was showing us just about a short while ago, there were commandos in the train. That will be the reality of the train journey in J&K. Remember, it's for the safety of people on board.